If you got data scattered across 3 different tables, and if you're about to type a massive nightmare if formula to connect them, stop right now. You're working way too hard. I'm going to show you how to use another similar function and combine it together with XLOOKUP to act like a smart traffic cop that looks at your specific column text, automatically decides which table to search, and pulls in the exact answer you need without a single error. Let's save you hours of work starting right now.
So this is where we discuss the table. We have the source table, and depending on the carrier and weight listed in the source table, we're going to pick a random rate from one of our lookup tables. Actually, let's clarify. We have our target table, and we will look for our specific lookup tables, which are the FedEx table, the UPS table, and the DHL table. Let's say we're going to start off with the FedEx table. Let's see how we can do this using a combination of the IFS function and XLOOKUP function. So here in this cell, we're going to insert the functions. It's going to start with the IFS function. We're going to have a logical test and the value if true. So we're going to say if cell B2 equals cell F2. Now the reference to F2 has to be an absolute cell reference, an absolute cell value. So that means there's going to be a $ in front of the F and 2. If that condition is true, then we want to perform the XLOOKUP. So the function here will be XLOOKUP. Press tab to select it. Our lookup value is our weight. I'm going to click on this cell, and it doesn't need to be an absolute cell value because we want the reference to go down to C3, C4, C5 as we fill the formula. So we're going to look up that value, and then we want to specify our lookup array. The lookup array is going to be this range here. That needs to be an absolute value. And what is our return array? It's going to be this column. The value if not found argument doesn't matter here. Next is the match mode. This is the important part where we need to indicate a match mode of -1. We'll select this option and double click it. The search mode doesn't matter either. So we're going to close the parentheses for that function. That covers our first lookup table and serves as our first condition. So what's our second condition? Type a comma. Now we have arrived at the logical test number 2. It's going to be the same process. Does B2 equal I2? That has to be an absolute cell reference. Type a comma. Now we need the value if true. When the condition is true, the result is going to be the XLOOKUP. Press tab. Our lookup value is going to be this cell, still C2, and we're going to do the same thing we did for the first one. We're going to look up this range and press F4, type a comma, and then select our return array. Press F4 again. We don't need the next argument. For match mode, we'll have that specific one, double click it, and that's it. Type another comma, and then we'll just go to B2 for the next logical test. If that's true, we do an XLOOKUP, look up in that range, goes to my lookup array, it's here, press F4, type a comma, and then press F4 again. If the value is not found, return nothing. For match mode, double click that option, close the parentheses, and press enter. Excel's nice enough to auto-correct the closing brackets, so click yes. Let's drag the formula down, and then we have our values. Wait, that's not right. Why? Let's take a look at it. It's because we didn't do that correctly. Let's change it. All right, that step was wrong. Press escape. Let's change it up here. Press F4 to lock the reference. Press enter. Now let me drag down the formula, and now it works.
Now that your XLOOKUP is smart enough to handle 3 tables at once, you've saved hours of manual copying. If you want to learn other tips or tricks, click on the next suggested video at the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe.